That's a little bit better. All right. Very, very good. Alrighty. Now we are live. So again, doing another one of these hunt videos. I figured it is Christmas. So with that being said, I'm not going to really worry about pushing like breaks and stuff like that today. Again, want everyone to kind of enjoy their time off, enjoy their holiday again with the family and stuff. So that's why I went ahead and I kind of held over a few boxes for today because I figured why not? We can at least watch some cards getting ripped, at least from that standpoint. But it's not a break. It's not a break by any stretch of the imagination. But again, it just it's open some cards, right? It's Christmas, so let's open some cards. That's the thinking here. So yes, as you can see, we have two more boxes of 23-24 extended series. We were able to, in our first episode, we were looking for the Connor Bedard Young Gun canvas, and we were able to pull the Connor Bedard Young Gun canvas black and white, which is even better. So we'll still kind of, like I said, I think it's still open. Like I said, if we can pull a regular Bedard Young Gun canvas, that's great. That's wonderful. But tonight's focus is going to be more or less on the Fantilli side of things. I am a big Blue Jackets guy. Like I said, I'd like to add a Fantilli Young Gun canvas to my collection. I do not have one of those. I don't even think I've even pulled one yet. Out of all the breaks and personal stuff I've done, I don't think I've even pulled a Fantilli Young Gun canvas yet. So with that being said, that's going to be the focus for tonight. That's what we are hunting for. But I think in overall, I think more or less the hunt I think we're looking for specific game, if you will. But I think just like I said, any big game, if we can bring down something big, something good in these boxes, that's just as good. I'm all right with that. Again, I like to always, add that little notch to the belt, add that head to the mantle, So we're going to save this one for last. This will be our starting point for tonight. So, yeah, I mean, you never know, right? I mean, it could be anything in here. So, again, like I said, we were fortunate enough with the first round. Like I said, I was very surprised to hit the Bedard black and white Young Gun canvas there. Very good surprise, obviously, but was not expecting it. But like I said, so if we can even hit a normal one of those, I'm okay with that. But like I said, it's Christmas time. I didn't want to sit here and really push breaks, even though we were able to move a few teams today. And as always, thank you guys for that. Looking forward to the New Year's break when we go live for that. Hopefully, like I said, we're down to 12 teams now, so it's getting down there. If like I said, if we can move, like I said, about 2 teams every day, we'll be set when it comes time for New Year's Day break. So we're just gonna kind of just keep slowly just chipping away at it, getting it done, and getting it ready to rock and roll. Like I said, actually, you can see it right here in the background. I have family here, so unfortunately the card room's kind of been taken over. But there's the New Year's Day break right there in the background. Obviously, I don't have the premier boxes available, but that is the break. Right there is your 3 cases that will be broke on New Year's Day. So looking forward to that. So let's go ahead and let's proceed. Let's go ahead and let's head into the jungle here. Let's go on our little hunt. 78 on the box, 78 on the sticker, and then 57 on the box. Let's see what we can do. Like I said, these are basically just personal boxes. So with that being said, like I said, I'm not going to probably break this in a traditional sense like I normally do for everybody else, obviously. But that's okay, because again, it's only 2 boxes. We're going to take our sweet little time, I suppose you could say. Alrighty. And let's see what we can do. Not seeing a Young Gun. Looks like a first round draft in this one. Simon Edvinson, UD3. And there it is, Mackie Samoskevich. First round draft for the Panthers. And then we got Travis Dermott. Going to the Yotes there. Is he supposed to I don't think that's a legend canvas or not. Or I don't really remember the name. That name's kind of unfamiliar to me. Travis Dermott. I don't know. Maybe I do know it. I don't know. So we got stuff and things. Stuff and things. Got Mr. Bertuzzi. Then we got Kucherov, Hollow View. Oh, we got a black and white there. That's cool. Okay, very good. Yeah, I just wasn't familiar with the name there. So Kucherov, Hollow View. And again, this is a black and white. So I'm gonna hopefully assume this might be a Young Gun canvas, but it's a black and white. So we're gonna set it off to the side there. Obviously, it's a personal box, so I'm not going to. Okay, very cool. Very cool. But again, like I said, this is a personal break. So like I said, I'm not going to, I'm not going to break this stuff like I normally do. But like I said, I'm not going to be screwing myself over either. We got a Young Gun in this one. Owen Tippett, Silver Skates. We got the Young Gun there. We're going to set the Young Gun off to the side as well. We're going to save those for the end of the box. Normally with extended, you get roughly, 3 or 4 Young Guns out of the boxes because, again, they added those first-round drafts in there. Those first-round drafts Upper Deck does kind of consider as kind of Young Gun replacements, if you will, which I don't necessarily agree, but of course, if you get one of the variants, like I said, whether it's a exclusive or a high gloss or a clear cut, it's a little bit better on that front. Yeah, Mr. Zach Benson, first round draft. We got Ryan Reeves, UD canvas right after that. Next up, acetate. Looks like it's a Hockey Heroes acetate, so I don't think it is a Young Gun. Yeah. Peter Bondra. We got a Dazzler right behind it. All right. We got Kent Johnson for the Columbus Blue Jackets. I will add that. Again, that's Columbus, so why not? Yep, sometimes I just think some players just need to be put in the right sort of situations for them to more or less thrive. So sometimes being on the right team, right situation could do wonders for a player. Kent Johnson, little blue Dazzler. All right. Got a Young Gun in this one as well, so we'll set that off to the side. We got a Connor Bedard Silver Skates. Alrighty. Halfway through our first box. Let's see what we. So we got the retro Young Gun in here. Askarov, Rookie Gems. We do have a Young Gun retro behind it. So back-to-back Askarovs for the Predators. Cole Perfetti right after that. All right, gotta get rid of that. Don't need that one. That's empty. That's just empty. Open a new pack of some penny sleeves up. All right. They're just gonna dump out everywhere, I guess. Back to back. And Skrovs. So let's go set that there. And the other one. 2 Askies, 1 pack. Let's see, what do we got? Another Young Gun in there. Again, we're going to set that off to the side. We'll reveal it at the end of the box. Jack Hughes. Then we got a Leo Carlson here. Villiers. Just a bunch of base. 4 packs left to go. Don't see nothing in here. Tuck. Fantilli. And Forrester there. All right, 3 packs left to go. Looks like we may have a Young Gun canvas in here as well. So maybe we have a black and white and a regular one in this box. So that'd be kind of cool. Double chances on maybe getting the Fantilli. Grubauer. And we got a McDiddy in front of it. Set that there. Gonna reveal all this stuff here at the end of the box. We got at least 3 Young Guns and then hopefully 2 Young Gun canvases to reveal. Well, we got another Young Gun in there, so why not one more? Why not add one more to the party, folks? You got Matthew Nyes. First, I thought that was the Young Gun, but it's not. It's just a base card there. Michael Aisemont, Silver Outburst. It looks like this is another like base pack, if you will. No, we got an exclusives here for the Senators. 10 out of 100, Eric Brandstrom. Exclusives. Base card. Kadri, and then we got a Leo Carlson retro Young Gun. So that's not too bad. Obviously, he's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good this year, so why not? Alrighty. So we will yeah, we will get this sleeved up. Mr. Brandstrom. 10 out of 100. I'm sure that will probably end up in like Mike's mail day at some point. All right, so we're going to lay down a little bit of a platform here. It's a Young Gun canvas. It's hopefully another Young Gun canvas. And these are all just Young Guns. All right, we'll start with this one right here. See what we get. Take a little peek at the position. So we got a left winger. See what we get. Samuel LaBerge. The Devils first up. First Young Gun off the rip for the Devs. LaBerge. There you go. All right. Next one up. What we got behind Mr. Carlson here? Looks like we got a center. Hey, there he is, Mr. Logan Cooley. It's a good Young Gun right there. Mr. Logan Cooley. Word dog, Logan Cooley, base Young Gun. Not a bad hit. Not bad hit at all. Just adjust that real fast. That'll work. All right. What does our next Young Gun have? Who's on it? Who do we got? Looks like we got maybe another. Looks like a D or center. I don't want to give the name away too early. Riker Evans. It's a defenseman. Going to the Seattle Kraken. All right, and then we have our final Young Gun, and then we got our canvases next. So let's see what we got to work with here. It's like a defenseman. There you go, Shimon Nemitz. Shimon Nemitz for the New Jersey Devils. That's another good one right there. Shimon Nemitz for the New Jersey Devils. That's a nice one there. All right, we'll sleeve up the Outburst as well. Some for the Bolts. All right, now we're down to our canvases. I think this is the black and white one. I don't know if this is a Young Gun or not, but I'm going to assume that it is. So let's see what happens. I want to see the Blue Jackets. Oh, maybe not. Which way does it go? Okay, I think it's actually like this, so never mind. I don't think maybe this isn't a... Nope, not a Young Gun, unfortunately. Kind of threw me out. I just saw the one corner, but Markstrom of the Flames. Of course, he's what for the Devils now, I do believe. So that's a black and white canvas. So no extra Young Gun there, but this one hopefully should be a Young Gun canvas. Let's see what we can get. Just say Columbus Blue Jackets. Fortunately, is not. Hunter Shepard for the Washington Capitals, Young Gun Canvas. Hunter Shepard. So close. So close. See, I thought he's a goalie. He is a goalie. It is practically a swag card. You are correct. It is right there on the doorstep, if you will. All right, gonna move that out of the way. Move that out of the way real fast. Second, real quick. All right, let's see what we can do with our last box here. 65 on the sticker. It's like 40 on the box, I think. One more chance to dance. Let's see if we can make it dance. Box 65 and 40. All right. Let's see what we can make happen. See if we can at least mount at least something decent on the wall tonight. And we're going to do our best. See what we can do. Again, just have a little fun. Rip some packs. And see what happens. No pressure. Tyson Forrester. Simon Edvinsson. There you go. That's a nice one there. Mario Lemieux. Legends UD Canvas there going to the Penguins. Mario Lemieux. So again, we will sleeve Mr. Lemieux up. Yeah, I do like how, like I said, I've always said that. I like how they've expanded the UD Canvas out a little bit. You know, they have the Program of Excellence. They have the Legends cards. They have the black and white stuff now. So again, I like how they've kind of expanded on the canvas stuff. So I always like I always thought canvases are cool cards, especially Young Guns. I do like Young Gun canvases a lot. I don't know what that is. Labushkin. We got Brock Besser. Matt Savoy. I think it might be it's black and white, but I don't know if it's a Young Gun though. So we're going to set it off to the side just in case, I suppose. I don't think it's a Young Gun canvas, to be honest with you, but we will see. Actually, I should probably. All right, so we got a Young Gun in this one. Got Zegras, Silver Skates, and we got a Young Gun there. So we'll set the Young Gun off to the side for right now. So we got another Young Gun in here. So see what we get. Actually, again, we'll have to wait. I'm going to set it off to the side. Chris Kreider, UD Canvas. Then we just got the base. All right. right, we got an acetate. Guessing it's probably going to be a Hockey Heroes, and it is. So Sid Abel up next for the Wings. Marsha Schultz for the Knights, and then that guy goes in the garbage. Goes in the garbage because he's garbage. That's all he is. He's just a bunch of garbage. All right, moving right along. I don't know if I'll get as lucky as the first one. Like I said, I think that first episode I just got really super extra duper lucky there hitting the Bedard, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Mr. Nyes, and we got a young gun, I think, behind him. All righty. Chuck. Ferrier. We got Barkov, and then we got Crosby. I think he was numbered. So 5 more packs. See what happens. We got another young gun in here. So at least we're getting a decent number of young guns out of the boxes because, like I said, normally sometimes with the extended, it could be you could get a limited number, if you will. Depends on how they want to divvy up the first round drafts and whatnot. Got the gold Silver Skate Crosby. Seeing Red Hagel, and then we got Tyler Toffoli Beehive. All right, 3 packs left. So kind of thing we might not be able to see probably a I don't think we'll see the Fantilli tonight, but that's okay. It's always next time. Again, that's what the hunt is about. Leachus, Cooley, and then Bertuzzi. Like I said, that's what it's about. Is just, again, we're just gonna buy some boxes and open them up, see what we get. Again, hopefully we can find what we're looking for along the way, and if not, maybe we can at least find some other goodies. We got a Outburst in here. This could be good if it's a first round. It could be Bedard, maybe. No, not a first round. No, that's still pretty good, though. It is a first round draft, but for the devs, we got Luke Hughes, Silver Outburst. I said, if only it was Bedard, but Luke Hughes ain't bad. And we got Coronado. Outburst first round draft, Luke Hughes. So with the last pack, we got an acetate in here. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's acetate, but don't think it looks like it could be a population count would be my summation there. platform here first. All right, let's see what we got here. Yep, it is a population count. I can see it. So I think it's out of what, 500, I think Reds are. Who do we got? Okay. We got the other Hughes brother here. We got Quinn Hughes in his Canucks gear, but now he's obviously with the Wild. We got Jason Robertson and then Zegras. Quinny Hughes. All right, so we're going to set all the Young Guns up here. I'm going to start with this because I think I saw what it was. And like I said, it's not a Young Gun, unfortunately. But it is a black and white, so still nice overall nonetheless. So behind Mr. Savoy, we have a black and white All-Star Skills UD canvas. So again, that was something else that they added in there as well. Pretty decent player there, Mr. Morrissey. Again, I always like the black and white canvases. I do think the black and white canvases are just really cool. Like I said, I love when they introduced them there a couple years ago. I think they introduced them back in 21-22. So I remember I have a Spencer Knight black and white Young Gun canvas that I pulled. I kept it because I said normally with the Young Guns, I will keep Young Guns. Like I said, I'm not normally like, you know, I mean, I guess it depends on the card, but for the most part, they're like Young Guns and stuff. I normally will hold on to regardless, you know, again of the team or whatever. If they're good players or something like that, if they're worthy of holding on to, I will do that. All right, so let's start here at the end. So let's see, we got 4 more Young Guns again. See what we can end it on. Again, unfortunately, no Fantilli Young Gun canvas still, but like I said, I've opened a lot of this stuff and got a goalie and still no dice. Yaniv Peretz here. I think I hit him in one of the last boxes that I opened here on the hunt. From Carolina there. Just go to throw him with the background, whatever. All right, what do we got here? So we got a centerman for the New York Rangers, Adam Edstrom. Oops. So unfortunately, I don't think this hunt's, like I said, going to be as successful as the first one. But again, that's A-okay. Just means next episode we'll pick up where we left off. Again, still looking for the Fantilli Young Gun canvas. So we got a centerman there. Georgy Merkulov. Georgy Merkulov for the Bruins. The big bad Bruins. And finally, the last one of the boxes of the break tonight. Like I said, just a little rip. Final Young Gun. We may have a goalie or a center. I can't really tell. It's a goalie. All right, Dennis Hildeby for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I was saying Boo Earns. Boo Earns. So there you go. And there it is. Unfortunately, Hunt unsuccessful tonight. Again, we did hit a couple like little nice ones here. The cool young gun was good, and then the Hughes outburst is nice. But again, fortunately, yeah, unfortunately, like I said, we are a little we did miss out this time around, but that's a-okay because like I said, hopefully we'll that's the idea, right? We could just kind of keep running more episodes and just opening product and just seeing what we can do, what we can get. Eventually, it's going to happen at some point. Like I said, I'll just have to open enough of it, I suppose, for the the odds to be in my favor. But definitely going to be looking for that Fantilli Young Gun canvas some more next time around. I still got a couple more boxes on hand, so probably my guess is like this coming weekend, like this next weekend, hopefully after our New Year's Day break. Like maybe like that Friday, Saturday, I'll do another one of these. Again, we'll just be looking for more of the Fantilli Young Gun canvas, or obviously hits of that nature. But again, I always just appreciate again. This is just a little bit of fun. Just thought maybe just open a couple boxes up. Again, it's Christmas. I'm not going to try to so I wasn't trying to push the breaks today, but I am always grateful for you guys to make the claims and to fill the breaks up. Again, we're down to 12 teams left. So, like I said, we'll just kind of keep chipping away at it, getting it done. We still got, like I said, I think 6 more days till that, so we got almost just about a week left to get everything sold out. But things are moving really good. Again, I'm looking forward to the New Year's Day break. It is right back there. You can see it there, folks. There's 3 cases. That is our New Year's Day break. We'll be breaking it, obviously, hopefully New Year's Day when we get everything all tucked away and sold out. But, we'll just, like I said, just keep working on it. But I do appreciate it. I really do. I always appreciate you guys hanging out, checking out the videos, and just, again, being in the room. Again, if you're not in the room, you can always DM me on X or on like I said, I'd probably be easier to like message you on like X or Instagram, Powder Keg Breaks or whatever. But we'll kind of get you going into like the Discord room more or less, because that's kind of the main base now. Again, if you're not in there. But again, if you aren't and you are interested, again, just try to get a hold of me again on X or Insta. Again, just Powder Keg Breaks. Should be able to find us. And like I said, I'll kind of get you going in the right direction then at that point. Thank you guys very much. You guys have yourself a lovely, lovely night. Rock and roll, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Until next time, folks, the hunt will continue. Until next time, folks.